All right, man. We saw the NBA draft just go down this past week, and while watching the draft and while scrolling along on Twitter, I saw a brother tweet out a video of Lindsey Hunter, former Jackson State great, uh, two-time NBA champion, in the league, one time with the Lake Show, one time against the Lake Show. We're not even gonna talk about OFO Pistons. We don't discuss that in this family. But
what?
Joe, see what I be talking about, man. But this guy tweeted out something that got my wheels turning. He was like, basically, Lindsey Hunter was able to go to HBCU, take all the shots he wanted, have the green light, ball out, be a lottery pick, play hella years in the league, and get all that money and win 2 ships. You know what I'm saying? And they got my wheels turning like, God damn, like, I really, really think a lot more hoopers should do that shit. The elite hoopers, like the 4 stars, the 5 stars, these guys that's out here burning up the AU circuit, man. I really feel like, and we've made this point on this show before, we made it on here before, but I really feel like basketball, especially men's basketball, could skyrocket in HBCUs even before the football programs. Just because of the fact that the football programs, they still got what's the rule, T? 3 years? 3 years you got to be removed from graduating class?
You got to be 3 year removed from your class, yeah.
Yeah, see, so they holding you down. Shit, NBA, hey, after that 1 year removed, you getting on down. Yeah. And so to me, I feel like, shit, if you're an elite hooper, why not go spend your 6 months or whatever at an institution where the people really fuck with you, or, you know what I'm saying, rather than going to a Kentucky where, Cal, I know he charismatic and everything, but the folks in the stands don't fuck with you if you black for real like that. We see that because they keep voting for Mitch McConnell, bitch ass. North Carolina Tar Heels. I gotta say, like, the people in the stands don't fuck with you because I see how they just did the young, the Queen, Nicole Hannah Jones, the journalist who wrote the 1619 Project, and those are just 2 examples. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you can go to an institution where they fuck with you for real, ball out, green light. You got to worry about shit like my young and Nick Weatherspoon dealt with at Mississippi State. Well, goddamn Coach Ben Howland, I'm gonna say it. Ben Howland held my boy back, man. We set that boy up there as a 5-star, bro. One of the best point guards in the whole fucking country. Some of the folks in the league right now, he was at them AU tournament busting them folks' ass because he was coached properly in high school. Man got a mean-ass step-back jumper. And this motherfucker Ben Howland telling him, don't take it. Don't execute on one of the moves that made me want to get you on this team. Don't do that. He could have gone to a place like Jackson State, you know what I'm saying, and being a 5-star guard, maybe they say, man, do you. Yeah. Shit, go do you. Go get a bucket. That's why we brought you here. You know what I'm saying? And then some of the other stuff that he dealt with, maybe having a coach like a Wayne Brenner, you know what I'm saying, and having that community where everybody relate to you, maybe that helps him get through some of the shit. Now, some motherfuckers might say, well, no, being in Jackson, that might have made things work. He would have been closer to us. So we could have got down on that ass if we needed to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, being loved by community, being able to ball out, and now the name, image, and likeness, you're also able to get that check. You're able to get that check rather than these big white schools, throwing the shit under the table or buying y'all the shoes and all that kind of shit. You can still get your own money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. I want to know my brother's thinking. JoJo, we'll start with you, dog.
Oh, man. My thoughts on this, we already said that when it comes to basketball, it's more player-centric, where the player drives everything. We know football has more of a team and things like that. I don't know why these players won't do that, though. I mean, because if you nice in basketball, If you nice, you nice.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, because you're not going for the degree. And I'm talking about the, the 5 stars, things like that. You're not going out to get a degree. And you're gonna get the same thing. The same thing that you get at those schools, which is gonna be you're gonna be out there chasing girls and you hooping. Let's just be honest.
They're gonna be thicker at the HBCUs though.
Count the basket. Count the basket. But man, why not? And let's go ahead and get this. You know our whole thing. We're trying to drive this HBCU, the market up, because the market should be huge. Man, if you think about just the spirit of HBCUs, fanfare, all of that, I think it rivals the PWI. It just doesn't get publicized. So, and as you said, they can get their bread now too.
You can get it.
Get your bread now. And why go to the Kentucky and possibly it worked out for Booker, right? It worked out for him. But
that's the no. Go ahead.
But
hell of a point.
He didn't even get that much playing time with Kentucky.
Had that man behind the Harrison twins, Anthony Carlisle. Like, what was Calipari doing?
Like, come on, that could have turned out bad. That man could have dropped to 20 or the second round.
That shit was nonsensical, man.
When you could go to a HBCU and light it up, and then you go to the NBA draft camp, pre-draft camp, all of that, and then show that, hooping is hooping, bro.
That's all I got. That's all I got. You think these boys need to really, the elite boy, these 5-star boys, these boys that lighten up the AAU circuits, think they need to really, really start considering going to the HBCU, man?
I mean, we just had Makur Maker, 5-star, went to Howard. That didn't work out. Right? A lot of it was his heart was set on being at Howard, but when it got right down to it and you get into the draft process, he wasn't going to grade out, but a second rounder in a lot of people's eyes. So, he tested the waters. I think he only played like a couple games for Howard. Saw he wasn't going to be a lottery pick. Decided to leave Howard and go play professionally to go raise his stock. I think that case can be coming. Rumors right now, young kid Mikey Williams going to a HBCU. And again, there's a lot of factors, I think, in terms of, I think now today, the draft process is a lot different than it was when Lindsey played. Lindsey only had I think I just counted up all the people in his draft, who in his draft class, he was with Penny, Chris Webber, Vin Baker, Sean Bradley was the number 2 pick in that draft. Jamal Mashburn was in that draft. Sam Cassell was in that draft.
Monster Mash. Shout out Monster Mash.
I mean, and it was a lot of Americans in that draft. Way more than it is today. The draft now is literally half and half or something. I mean, with the number of people that I've never heard of that are in the draft. But
I'm saying to you, got to make yourself stand out.
It would be nice to see that, and I think it could. I think that there are avenues there, but I do think though, I think they got to get their teams to the tournament. I think they got to get their squads to the tournament, unless they're just can't miss. And again, for somebody like Makur Maker, who's 7'1", 7 feet, that can shoot the 3, his measurables are gonna carry him. I don't think it matters really where he plays. It's just his measurables alone. I want to see more 5-star talent be there, but I also want to see them get their teams to the tournament, because quite naturally, they should in the smaller conferences like the SWAC. If Mikey Williams came to the SWAC, him and some more guys should get to the tournament, I would think, with that kind of talent.
I got a question about the grade now part, right? But does that have anything to do with the school that he's at, or more so his talent?
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of it to me is it's not on the school. I think kids are looking at now where they can be best promoted, because it's all promotion now. And so, like with the names, images, and likeness thing, can they get the kind of promotion in basketball? Is really just the promotion. Like to me, it is. It's the promotion. It's okay. This kid's a star. Let's elevate his star as long as we can. Like Zion. I know this might be a bad example, but he went to the right school. And they got his own cam. He's the only player I've known of in college basketball to have his own camera. I can't think of another player. And two,
Now, I think a player like that, though, I don't care what school he went to.
that's true.
He
I
would have
don't
had
disagree.
that.
Well, I guess my thing is I want to see it more, and I want to see more success for HBCU basketball. But I just don't think I think basketball is so touch and go. It's kind of like I said, the Maker kid. Why didn't he just come back to Howard? You know, he committed. He wanted to be there. He wanted to be a part of something different. He wanted to take his talent somewhere that is not the PWI. Well, my question is, okay, so the draft grade didn't work out. You didn't get graded out as a second rounder. You only played a couple games. Why'd you move? Why'd you go off to play professionally when you could have just came back to Howard and just...
That's why I'm saying I think it was his talent. He's 7-1, but his talent didn't grade out.
I would love to see where he was listed. You say he was a 5-star, right?
Mm-hmm.
So him coming out of high school in the AAU circuit or something, they had him listed higher then than he was when he went to Howard. Because what I'm thinking is, okay, like what happened? You saying he only played a few games? They're like, what happened?
He only played a couple. Now, COVID was a part of it too.
I'm thinking a little third out here. I'm one of these folks trying to ding his ass for trying to buck the system type shit.
Could be.
Cause we know it ain't mostly folks that look like us that's doing these rankings now. When it's out, these motherfuckers out here at these tournaments, Peace Jam and all this shit, it ain't most love. It's one of the most fucked up things. I was watching some and they were showing one of these big AAU tournaments. And you had all them black kids out there on that court busting their ass, playing 4 games a damn day. And you had all these white coaches from the PWIs, legs crossed. It was like it was a slave auction type shit. And that's too far. I'm being hyperbolic, America. God damn it, don't start with me. But what I'm saying is, you got all these black kids out here coming from all these jacked up places, and you had these guys just sitting around watching, like picking who they want, who they gonna spend 6 months with. That's all you're gonna do is stay there. And 6 months. This coach, how much is this coach preparing you for the league?
And that's why the G League thing is so big.
I'm glad you made that point. We just didn't the motherfucker just get drafted lottery out of the G League?
Jalen Green just went second.
Out of G League. So if you're telling me you can go to G League and go second, LaMelo can go on the other side of the world and go
3. He went 3.
You telling me a motherfucker can't go Jack State and goddamn go lottery? Come on, man. Like these boys, it's different now. Like it's different. You got them mixtapes. Zion had the damn high school mixtape, dog. Dunking on all them little kids, half his size and all that kind of shit. And folks didn't give a fuck. Folks were like, man, this shit incredible. These kids got these high school mixtape. They got a following. They got thousands and thousands and thousands of Instagram followers and all that kind of shit already.
I think it's really just promotion to me. I think it's what these kids are trying to do is just promote. I don't know if they're really just down to be. I mean, they're not going to be at the HBCUs long. Let's just be honest. They're not going to be there.
They ain't going to be at the PWI long.
And they're not going to be at the PWI long. I get it. But, I think it's just all about promotion. I think a kid that wants to go professionally overseas, if he's got the following. I mean, I like the Maker kid. I'm just thinking about his situation. Like, they were saying he was a lottery pick if he'd have just been able to come out. He was lottery. But he goes to Howard.
So what happens? See what I'm saying? That's why it's getting murky.
Well, they're saying, he's saying, this is his quote, he said he withdrawn from the draft because he was a second round pick in Scout's eyes and that they didn't have enough data on him, enough tape. I guess, of his Howard play. That's all I can assume.
Mm-hmm.
So he's deciding to go trek over professionally, play a year, enter his name in, and say, look, this is really me, which I'm always been a believer of. Let the most talented kids go to work.
Mm-hmm.
These boys want to be professionals out of high school. Let them be professionals out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to shoot for this country. They want you to kill for this country out of high school. Let them go shoot the rock out of high school.
Hell of a point.
My thing is, let's say we got player A, right? He's 6'4".
That's Adam. Was that a slick? Was that Adam Slick?
All right.
Well, Wells kind of go about more 6'7", but
That's true.
All right.
Let's player A, right? Let's say he got some ridiculous 40-inch vertical out of high school, right? Handles out the wazoo. Can shoot the rock. Are you telling me if he goes to Jackson State, average 25, then in his little NBA pre-draft camp, he's still jumping 40 inches, he still can shoot the rock, he still can dribble, like that would be an issue than if he went to Kentucky and came off the bench and averaged 8? But because he went to Kentucky and he had these measurables, oh yeah, he's an NBA draft player. This is why I always say, even when we look at NBA players, there are a bunch of NBA players that I can take down over on Capitol Street down to the park. And I know some people that'll get them the business. Because this stuff, I'm just saying now that this is ridiculous. If you can hoop, I don't care where you go, you can hoop.
But again, we understand the game. A lot of the guys that are sitting in the rooms scouting and looking at tape don't know the game.
Okay, I'm looking at Maker. Seems like COVID did him in because they canceled the schedule. So
that's why they're saying they ain't have enough tape.
Yeah, but that's still bullshit. You saw his shit. That's
you saw
bullshit.
him before that.
You saw him before that.
He could have came out of high school.
Yeah, exactly. I saw Scal of BCL go to Kentucky, got hurt, didn't do shit, still got drafted. We saw Joel Embiid went to Kansas, got hurt, ain't do shit, but y'all knew what you had because of what before. That's some bullshit. Like they might have been trying to fuck with that boy because he bucked the trend. Because these folks want to get their little money out. Like you saying, they do want to promote. They want to get whatever they're going to get off these boys by going to these schools now. Whatever year. Zion went there 1 year, but Duke caked up that 1 year.
They did.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were traveling like rock stars that one damn year with that boy.
Kept the cake charges quiet.
Well, I'll tell you.
Didn't they keep them quiet? Hold the fuck up. T, hold on now. Shit. That ain't even no sauce T talking. That's just real ass shit T talking right there.
That's all I'm saying.
Shit.
I'm just saying. It to me right now, I think, I'll be honest, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. I think these boys ought to just come out of high school. If they know they got it,
G League.
Just go play overseas. Or just go play G League. G League, overseas, whichever. Just go in there and cook these guys that's been trying to get there. And just, hey, here's the tape. You didn't got the chance to see me. You can't say you can't see me because your team got an affiliate that where you can come see me. So you can't say you can't come see me.
Right.
All right. And scouts got to do their work too. If these scouts ain't out here working, their asses is gone. So that's all I'm saying.
Whatever they do, man, we just want these boys. I don't want to see them used.
I want them to have options.
Want to have options, but make sure they are really not selling themselves short. They got to realize that they are the commodity. They are the ticket. Mm-hmm. These coaches that are recruiting you, white or black, whatever, they need your motherfucking ass. Mm-hmm. And so you got to really think about, what's best for you, especially this name, image, and likeness shit has changed the game. You know how to really work this social media for real. Your ass can be caking up no matter where you go, and then hopefully make it to the league and ball out. But hopefully y'all seen it's hard as fuck to make it to the league. So you got just who don't be out here thinking, Jickle, you the best player at your school, even the best player in your state now. Yeah, your ass competing worldwide with motherfuckers. So you're gonna have to figure out a way to make yourself stand out, whether it's at the HBCU or not.
And really, if you look at it, like I look at the top 5 guys that got drafted. Cade had a tape before he even got to Oklahoma State. That said, I'm that guy. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't get to see Jalen Green tape. I like it wasn't just right out in front of me. People were talking about Cade.
Like, think about the guy the Lakers just signed, Matt McClung. I ain't got nothing on him from no fucking Georgetown or Texas Tech and all that shit. Every
talking about the white boy, the white guy, right? Boy. The hoop, the hopper, the one that could get up.
Well, and how you know that? How you know that?
Because of the tape.
It's high school tape.
It's tape.
This man ain't been in college.
Because he was Texas Tech first, right? Or was he Georgetown then Texas Tech?
Georgetown first.
Georgetown then Texas Tech.
Now, Jalen Green, he had the same thing in high school, had a ridiculous mixtape. But I will say this, in the G League,
he was giving them work.
He was hooping.
He was giving them work. He was giving them work. Look, and here's the thing. I just want to throw this little shout out here. Cleveland, somebody put out a little report basically saying that maybe Cleveland should have did more for Kevin Porter Jr. Because now, with him and Jalen Green on them wings, ham, mercy, and a biscuit. That's all I'm going to say.
They got Josh Christopher, too.
Yeah.
Which actually, he played with Jalen Green.
He played with Jalen, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying the due diligence of the work that I think scouts don't do. And then they shun these kids. Look at you, like we've looked at like the NBA draft.net or whatever, those sites, and just look at the volatility of the list. It's like kids top 10, then kids second round, or kids first round, or he's the number 52nd pick, then he just shoots up to 27, or he's lottery all of a sudden. It's like it's so volatile. I mean, for a while we saw the kid at State, Peters. Mm-hmm. Peters was supposed to be drafted, right?
Some of the nicest handles in the country.
And it's like, what, that's just one of many. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, you got kids like that. Take Duke, Kentucky, and North Carolina out of it. You got kids that's nice, that's going to Mississippi State and schools like that. That's a fucking football school. Like, if we talking promotion, you in your mind, you think I'm in the SEC, but that school don't even give a fuck about you compared to the football team. Yeah. Like, that part of our state does love basketball. I ain't gonna say they don't care about basketball, but compared to their football team, no, stop that now. Stop that shit now. Yeah. Okay, so that shit different. But just like we just saw with Baylor, the boys didn't won a national championship. And I'd be hard pressed to call their name. But when RG3 was there, I knew that motherfucker. You knew RG3. RG3 was all up in your fucking face.
I don't know RG3 anymore.
All right. But America, y'all chime in and tell us what y'all think. Some more of these elite hoopers, these 4-star, these 5-star, these boys, they got these goddamn mixtapes out here. These boys is all over social media dunking on these folks and Euroing folks and hitting all these trade balls on in the AAU camp. Some more of these boys go to HBCUs and be embraced by their culture. Or should they just stick to what they doing? Put it on something.
Go get the bag, young man.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com, and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.